So this video is to show you how to put together the structure of I want to make my home in you. When the box comes, it might look a bit overwhelming. There's a lot of pieces, but actually lots of them are the same, they're duplicates. So it's a lot easier than it first seems. In the box you will find one table and 4 legs, one folding base, one lower part of the stand, the one with the wing nut, one dowel to connect them, one upper part of the stand, one top disc, 5 candle shelves, 4 rods of different measurements with central spokes, 4 rods of different measurements with end spokes, 3 large bases, 10 medium bases and 8 small bases, 3 blocks of different measurements, 4 vertical extra small rods to go on the bases onto which you will attach the illustrations, 5 vertical small rods, 6 vertical medium rods, 5 vertical long rods and 2 vertical extra long rods. In addition to what's in the box, you will also need scissors or a craft knife, reusable poster adhesive and regular or electric candle, but always please be aware of the health and safety implications. So the first bit we're going to put together is the table. So that's just got 5 bits, the top and the 4 legs. So the top is easily identifiable. It will be the biggest bit in your kit. And then the legs are like this. So we just turn over the top and we put the legs in one at a time. They're quite a tight fit usually, so give them a bit of a wedge and they'll be quite secure. So they're all in. Turn it over and you've got your table. I'm going to put it out of the way so that you can see the stand. The stand is the most complicated bit, but there are only 4 pieces, so I'll show you all of those individually. We've got the longest one, which is the top of the stand. We've got the one that's got the bolt on, and that's the bit that's the bottom. We've got this one, which is the support at the back, and then we've got a little dowel which holds it all together. We pick up this one with the bolt and this one, and we find on here, this notch is what kind of secures it together. And you put it through here, and then you'll feel it lock in. Then your back splint here comes in, you use your dowel rod, and you just have to wiggle it through to get through all of the holes, and it holds it together. Next step is undo the wing nut. Then get this one, we want the bit with the hole in the middle, but with the notch cut out of the back so that it fits in nicely with here. And then we put the bolt back on. And then once it's on, you can just spin it round. And that's the main bit of the stand done. As you do different sessions, you'll add different parts to it at the front or the back, but that's the main bit. In another packet, you'll have received all of your cards that need cutting out. There are some that you're going to use for virtually all of the sessions, and you probably want to do those first. These are the ones I'm showing you. And then you'll kind of, as you work through the sessions, there'll be different ones for different ones, and you can cut them out all at once at the beginning or as you go along. We're going to put the first ones on the stand. So the first one is actually the God one. It's a disc, and you can see it's got these 2 bits, and we're going to put it in the second pair of holes down, and that's the first one in. Now, there are other ones that have varying lengths and have their dowel bits in different places. So for this one, we want one with 2 that are in the middle, because that's going to be centrally mounted. We're going to put that in behind, and that's the third lot of holes down. Then the top one, what we need is for the holes to be at the end of one of the sticks, and they come in different sizes, so you're going to need to use different ones at different times. For this one, we're going to use the middle size one, and we're going to put that in the first lot of holes at the very top. Now, you might have noticed when you were putting them on that all of them have holes in the end of the sticks, and we're going to show how they work a little bit later. But we're going to, first of all, you need to use some adhesive things, so whether you use a tack or a Velcro, that needs to go on your cutouts. And we just put them on. On these ones, we want them to be at the top rather than centrally on it. So that's the first one. These ones, you kind of want them to be at one side so that it's got two bits to stick on with. And then this is the last one. Okay, now, as we were talking about why we need the holes on the top, these are the little candle platforms. Now, different people choose to use these in different ways. Some sessions run and use real candles, in which case we'd say really be aware of the fire hazard that brings. Other people use electronic candles, but obviously within them there is a battery. So as long as you know what you're doing to keep your children safe, then that's fine, but they sit on these. And then we're going to place the table back and kind of set up for one of the sessions. So that sits in front. I'm just going to go get some illustrations I've already cut out. And you'll see these are just a few from the lots that there are available. And your catechist book will talk you through which ones to use. But we're just going to show you a few examples. So for all of these illustrations, there's kind of two bits for all of them. So there'll be a stand and there'll be a pole bit that it sticks to. So you can see they come in all different sizes, and you just have to look at which ones are going to fit best. So if we put this dove on a nice tall one, we put it on there and we put it on a bigger base to give it the balance. And we put it on this side of the stand. Obviously this one of Jesus needs to have a nice long stand, so we put it on. We're using a tack on behind to stick it to the pole. We'll put it on the base and that's ready to go. Then we've got these central ones, and how these work you'll see is they stick on the frame, and there'll be several ones in sessions that work their way down and they feature like that. And what will happen is through the sessions you'll build up different ones and different stories to help the children in their journey. So this is it, it's all done. You'll get much quicker at it the more sessions you do, and the more you usually get to putting it together and taking it down. If you're lucky enough to have space that you can leave this out all of the time, then that would be great. But if not and you have to take it down, just store it away all nicely, and then that will mean it will last for as long as possible. So we're just going to take it down now. So just pop them all off, take them apart.